Okay, this video is going to be for Chapter 4. Lesson 3, Functions. And it's going to be for page 2 because page 1 was such a long video. I wanted to make this one shorter. I wanted to make them about 15 to 20 minutes per video. So that's why we're making a second one for this worksheet. Problem number 1 is about jobs, and it says Strom works as a valet at the West Side Mall. He makes $48 per day plus $1 for each car that he parks. The total amount that Strom earns in one day can be found using the function f of x is equal to x plus 48, where x represents the number of cars that Strom parked. Make a function table to show the total amount that Strom makes in one day if he parks 25 cars, 30 cars, 35 cars, and 40 cars. So it's interesting here that he makes $48 per day, and the tendency is to really key in on the word per and say that his slope is going to be the $48. But what's happening is because they're doing, because of the way they wrote the story, or the way they wrote the problem, what's happening is it's plus $1 per car that he parks. So when you read that whole sentence, you should be inserting the word per right in here, where it says for each car, he's getting plus $1 per car that he parks. And so what's happening is our equation, y equals mx plus b, what's happening is we're getting the function of x, where x is the number of cars that he parks. So what's happening is they're really kind of asking how much money he makes each day. Well, what he's making each day is he's making the fixed $48, plus he's making $1 per car. So that's why the equation is x plus 48. And then what they really just want you to do is they want you to plug in the 25, the 30, 35, and 40 cars. Well, that basically means that he's getting 25 plus 48, 30 plus 48, 35 plus 48, that's a plus, and 40, that's not, and plus 40 plus 48. So he's going to make $73 if he parks 25 cars. 73, yeah. Oh, so that's a 48. That's an 8 right there, and that's not a 40. So then it would be $78, and then it would be $83, and then it would be $88 if he parks 40 cars. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Make a function table. This is a function table. It's really an XY table where these values here are your domain, and these values here are your range. Moving on to the next problem. Plumbing. Rico's Plumbing Service charges $80 for a service call plus $65 per hour for labor. The total charge can be found by using the function f of x is equal to 65 plus 80, where x represents the number of hours of labor. Make a function table to show the total amount that Rico's Plumbing Service charges if a job takes 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and 4 hours. So this one's a little bit more straightforward. You're going to pay $65 an hour plus the $80 fee. So it's a simple matter of 65 times 1 plus 80, 65 times 2 plus 80, 65 times 3 plus 80, and 65 times 4 plus 80. And you get 145 for the first answer. Let's see here, 65 and 60 is 130, would be $210. And then it would be $275. And then it would be $340. And again, these values over here are your domain, and these values over here are the range. Next problem, geometry. The perimeter, let's see here. The perimeter of an equilateral triangle equals 3 times the length of one side. Write a function using two variables for this situation. Find the perimeter of an equilateral triangle with sides 18 inches. I don't like the way that this problem is written, and so I am going to strike it from your homework because there's actually some information being left out here and that we haven't talked about, and rather than put it on the homework, I'm going to strike it. So let's erase. You do not have to do problem number 3. Number 4, Courtney belongs to a health club that charges a monthly fee of $20 plus $85 to join. Write a function to represent her costs. So her cost is the function. So the cost is equal to the $20 per month plus the $85 application fee. So this is the equation for her situation. And then they want to know how much she's paid in total after 6 months. And that's just a simple matter of the cost of the function is, or actually that should be an M, right? This variable inside the parentheses should always be this variable for the, where X goes. So if we want the cost after 6 months, then we want to do 20 times 6 plus 85. 120 plus 85, she would have paid $205 total for the health club membership after 6 months. Problem number 5, library fines. The amount that Sunrise Library charges for an overdue book is 25 cents a day, plus a $1 service charge. Write a function using two variables for this situation. So her, let's see here. So it's per day. It's $25 per day, and we're looking for charges. So the charge function is charged per day. So this is why we go charged per day, like so the charge of D, charge of each day. And so it's 25 cents a day, so it's going to be 0.25 per day plus a $1 service fee. Okay, so notice that we're using dollars, so I have to use 0.25 for the pennies. And so then what happens is write a function using two variables for this situation. So that's what we did. This is what it is. And that's all you have to do. Number 6. Library fines. Explain how to find the amount of the fine the library in exercise 5 will charge for a book that is overdue by 12 days. Okay. So what we're going to do then is the charge is going to be based upon 12 days of late, and that's going to be 0.25 times 12 plus $1. So that's going to be $3 plus $1. The total late fee, or the total fee, will be $4. And that's it. That's all you got to do. That's problems 1 through 6, chapter 4, section 3 on functions.